Imagine stepping into a dark, silent place where every sound seems to echo endlessly, and the walls press in like they are alive with shadows. Now, picture a brilliant, unstoppable light cutting through that oppressive darkness, scattering the shadows and shaking the ground beneath your feet. This is the imagery evoked by an ancient and powerful story found in the Gospel of Nicodemus, a tale of redemption, courage, and hope. It tells of the moment when Jesus Christ, after his crucifixion, descended into hell, a place feared above all, to rescue the souls trapped there. In this story, Jesus is not simply a teacher, a healer, or a prophet. He becomes a divine warrior, a liberator, confronting Satan and the forces of darkness head-on in a daring act of love and mercy. His mission: to bring light to the darkest of places and to reclaim those who had long been forgotten. The descent into hell. The Gospel of Nicodemus, also known as the Acts of Pilate, gives us a vivid account of what happened after Jesus' crucifixion in 33 AD. It claims that Jesus descended into hell, not as a soul in despair, but as a conqueror carrying the light of hope. Unlike other stories of death, where souls are helpless against the pull of darkness, this narrative reimagines salvation on a cosmic scale. Jesus enters hell not as a victim, but as a triumphant force of liberation. This act fulfilled ancient prophecies, such as those in the Book of Isaiah, which spoke of a great light coming to those who walked in darkness. Hell itself, in this story, is described as trembling at his arrival. Satan, the ruler of this shadowy realm, experiences fear for the first time as he realizes he is powerless before the King of Glory. Imagine the souls trapped for ages, sensing the arrival of something extraordinary, a light so brilliant that it banished the shadows they had endured for so long. What did hell look like? The narrative paints a chilling and vivid picture of hell. It describes a place filled with despair, where the air is heavy with sorrow, and where hope has long been forgotten. The walls of hell seem alive, pressing in as though they feed on fear and suffering. And yet, the story shifts dramatically when Jesus enters. His presence is described as a light so overwhelming that even the most hardened darkness cannot resist it. The gates of hell, symbols of ultimate confinement, are shattered. Chains that bound the souls are broken. Hell, a place that seemed untouchable and eternal, is transformed in an instant. What was once a realm of despair becomes a site of divine intervention, a bold mission of redemption. For the early Christians, this story was revolutionary. Redemption had always been seen as something abstract or distant, a promise made to the faithful. But here, salvation takes on a bold, physical form. Jesus doesn't avoid hell. He doesn't send a messenger or act from a safe distance. He enters its very heart, confronting its ruler and freeing the souls trapped within. This act was more than symbolic. It redefined salvation, making it accessible to even those who seemed beyond hope. The story also offers a powerful message to those feeling lost or trapped in their own lives. If Jesus could break the chains of hell itself, then surely no darkness in this world is beyond the reach of divine love. The role of judgment. While Jesus' descent into hell is the heart of this story, the narrative also explores themes of judgment and authority. Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor who presided over Jesus' trial, is portrayed as a figure torn between his role and his conscience. As governor, Pilate represents the power of the Roman Empire, the highest earthly authority in the region. His role grants him control over life and death, yet the story shows him uneasy in this position. Pilate recognizes something unique about Jesus, a sense of innocence and perhaps divinity that he cannot fully understand but cannot ignore. Caught between political pressure and his own sense of justice, Pilate hesitates. His infamous act of washing his hands symbolizes his attempt to distance himself from the decision to condemn Jesus, but it also reveals the limitations of human authority. This theme of flawed judgment is echoed in the actions of the religious leaders. They push for Jesus' crucifixion, seeing him as a threat to their power and traditions. Their judgment, like Pilate's, is clouded by fear and rigid beliefs. In contrast, Jesus' calm, unwavering presence in the face of condemnation represents a higher authority. His kingdom, as he tells Pilate, is not of this world, challenging the very foundations of earthly power. Victory over death. Central to this story is the ultimate victory over death itself. It's not a simple or symbolic victory, but a definitive cosmic triumph that reshapes the spiritual landscape. In this narrative, Jesus doesn't merely accept death as an end. He confronts it directly, transforms it, and emerges victorious. By descending into hell, he challenges the very nature of death, redefining its meaning and power. The realm of hell, traditionally viewed as a place of hopelessness, torment, and eternal separation from God, is utterly shaken by his arrival. Picture this: an unyielding prison, its gates locked tight for eons, suddenly feels the tremor of something unprecedented, a force that hell has no answer for. The gates do not merely open, they are shattered, broken by the overwhelming power of Jesus' presence. This act signifies not just an escape but a reclamation, an act of divine justice that reclaims what was thought to be lost forever. Satan, who had long reigned as the embodiment of death and darkness, finds himself powerless before the King of Glory. Imagine the fear and confusion that ripple through the depths of hell as Jesus enters, not as a prisoner or a visitor, but as a conqueror. The very fabric of hell quakes, unable to withstand the radiance of his divine light. Satan's authority crumbles, his chains disintegrate, and the souls who had languished in despair are released. This victorious moment culminates in a triumphant procession, a divine exodus of souls from the grip of death. Imagine the scene. Souls long trapped in darkness emerge into light, their chains falling away as they follow the Savior. This imagery, so central to the story, captures the essence of resurrection and hope. Life emerges where there was only death, and freedom replaces captivity. For the early Christian believers, this story was far more than allegory. It was a promise. It meant that death was no longer the ultimate end, but had been transformed into a passage toward eternal life. This victory proclaimed that no one, no matter how lost or forgotten, was beyond the reach of God's redeeming power. It was a message of universal hope, affirming that Jesus' sacrifice and triumph extended to all, past, present, and future. This triumph over death also serves as a profound reassurance. For anyone grappling with fear, doubt, or a sense of hopelessness, the story declares that darkness is never the final word. The victory of Jesus is a promise of renewal, of life after loss, and of joy after sorrow. It is a reminder that light will always triumph over darkness, and love will always conquer fear. A universal message. The descent into hell is not just a tale of divine authority, but a testament to love's relentless and unyielding power. It underscores the idea that no place is too dark and no soul too lost for redemption. This story, though ancient, carries a message that resonates deeply across cultures and generations. At its core, this tale challenges us to see beyond despair. It reminds us that in the darkest moments of life, when hope seems like a distant memory, there is always a light capable of breaking through. That light is not merely symbolic, but a tangible force of transformation. The story has inspired countless generations with its themes of courage, forgiveness, and salvation. It challenges us to confront our own fears, to believe in the possibility of renewal, and to trust that even the most entrenched chains of despair can be broken. It asks us to imagine a love so powerful that it would descend to the lowest depths of existence just to bring us back into the light. For those facing trials, doubts, or an overwhelming sense of being trapped, the descent into hell serves as a source of strength. It is a reminder that no matter how dark the path, there is always a way forward, a path illuminated by divine love and grace, a gift of understanding. If the story of Jesus' descent into hell resonates with you, if it stirs a yearning for deeper spiritual insight, there is an opportunity to delve further into its profound teachings. This tale, rich in symbolism and universal truths, offers more than a glimpse into historical events. It holds lessons that remain as relevant today as they were in the earliest days of Christianity. To help illuminate these lessons, Bandskrets, The Lost Knowledge of Jesus, is available as a free resource. This ebook is a gateway to exploring the spiritual depth behind narratives like the Gospel of Nicodemus. It examines the hidden teachings that shaped early Christian thought and connects these ancient truths to modern challenges and aspirations. Imagine uncovering a guide that sheds light on questions of purpose, redemption, and hope. Questions that transcend time and culture. Whether you seek clarity amidst life's chaos, strength to face adversity, or a richer connection to the divine, this book offers a pathway to spiritual discovery. In Bandskrets, you'll find insights into the hidden wisdom of Jesus' teachings, messages that challenge conventional interpretations and reveal universal themes of love, sacrifice, and triumph over darkness. The spiritual symbolism of ancient texts, offering a lens to view stories like the descent into hell as more than historical or theological accounts, but as personal and transformative journeys. Practical guidance for applying these teachings today, helping you navigate your own challenges with renewed hope and purpose. The ebook bridges the historical and the eternal, showing how stories like the Gospel of Nicodemus are not just relics of the past, but dynamic sources of inspiration for the present and future. You can download this resource as our gift to you. Follow the link provided in the first comment below. Take this step to explore the depths of hidden wisdom and discover how these teachings can illuminate your path, empower your spirit, and inspire your journey toward understanding and peace. Join the journey. This story reminds us that even in life's darkest moments, hope is never far away. By taking the time to explore ancient narratives, you're embracing a timeless journey, a search for meaning, truth, and a deeper connection to the divine. If you found inspiration in this exploration, consider supporting our mission. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and help us bring more stories of hope, light, and transformation to others. Thank you for being part of this journey. Until we meet again, remember, light always triumphs, redemption is always possible, and your journey toward understanding is a gift worth pursuing. Final reflections. The Gospel of Nicodemus is more than a historical narrative or theological account. It is a beacon of hope. It teaches us that no matter where we are or what we face, redemption is always within reach. It reassures us that light will always triumph over darkness, and love will always conquer fear. This story is a call to believe in something greater than ourselves. It challenges us to trust in the unyielding power of grace, to hold on to hope even in the face of despair, and to embrace the transformative power of divine love. If you found this story meaningful, consider supporting this channel to help bring more tales of inspiration and hope to a broader audience. Together, we can share the light that has the power to transform lives. Thank you for watching, reading, and reflecting. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to keep these powerful stories alive. Until next time, remember, light always prevails, and no soul is ever truly lost.